My name is Jeremy Fogel. I am the director of the Berkeley Judicial Institute, and I'd like to welcome those of you who are new to Berkeley Law. I'd like to welcome you to Berkeley Law. Those of you who've been here for a while, I'd like to welcome you to the Berkeley Judicial Institute. And I'd like to say a little bit about what we do and why it might be relevant to what you are doing as law students. But I want to start simply by saying congratulations for getting here. I think being a law student at any time is a real mark of success. It's a mark of commitment. It's a privilege. And it's the gateway to a profession which is quite wonderful. For all of its ups and downs, for all of its strengths and weaknesses, law is a profession that allows people to express their best selves. And it's a very broad and rewarding community in which to work. I'd like to say a little bit about why the Berkeley Judicial Institute exists. This is something that grew out of a very long judicial career that I had. I was a judge in the state court and then the federal court for 30 years before becoming the director of the Federal Judicial Center, which is the agency in Washington, D.C. that directs research and education for federal judges and federal judicial staff all over the country. So I was really quite thoroughly grounded in the work of judges and what judges are all about. And along the way, I got to know and become friends with Dean Chemerinsky. And the Berkeley Judicial Institute is largely, if not entirely, a result of a joint vision he and I had about the value of having a center that thinks about judges and not about how judges do their job necessarily, not about different judicial philosophies, but more about judges as people. What is the human quality, or what are the human qualities that we look for in judges? How do judges handle the stresses and strains of their work? How do judges stay independent and at the same time accountable to the law and to the community? How do judges stay resilient? And it seemed to me that a law school would be a great place to locate something like that, because you have the resources, and particularly at Berkeley, of a tremendous faculty, great faculty, not only in the law school, but throughout the university. And you have the benefits of a terrific student body, of which you all are a part. I think Berkeley stands out in many ways. It stands out in its innovativeness, its diversity, its commitment to doing things in a way that really brings out the best in people and gets the best out of the legal profession. So let me say a little bit about our work. We study, as I said, we study judges. We study them from the inside and from the outside. We look at judicial decision making. We look at judicial wellness. We look at judicial temperament and demeanor. We look at the structure of the courts and how they could be improved to provide better access to justice and better accountability. We look at how judges deal with things outside themselves that are part of the fabric of society. We've done a lot of work on implicit bias and structural inequality, and we'll continue doing that. We've done a major study on law clerk diversity, which we are in the process of reducing our data to a publication at this point, and I've learned a tremendous amount about that and the whole process by which law students become federal court law clerks. So we look at a lot of different things, and it's a wide open endeavor. We are not limited. In fact, I don't think Dean Chemerinsky would mind my saying when we started the center 2.5 years ago, I said, "Is there anything that you want me to do? Is there anything you don't want me to do?" And he said, "Do what you think will benefit the judiciary and will improve understanding of judges, and just don't embarrass the law school." And I've got to say that's the best mandate I ever got for any job I've ever had. Something I remember back to when I became a law student was that I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had no idea when I started law school as a 1L what I would be doing at the other end of the process. But what I did know is that I had values. There were reasons why I wanted to go to law school that were connected to my personal values. And I think as I look back and I try to imagine being a 1L again, that's what kept me anchored. I didn't, as I say, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how my life would go, but I knew what I cared about. And I would just suggest that that's a good anchor point for most law students. You're going to be exposed to a lot of things along the way. You're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to get a lot of opportunities. As I've said to many people, the law is a big tent. I mean, you could be a litigator, you could be a transactional person, you could be an activist, you could be a counselor. There's so many things you can do with benefits of a legal education. But the most important thing, I think, is to be true to yourself, be true to your values, be true to the things that matter to you. And if you follow that lodestar, if that's your guide, I think most of the time the law will provide a place for you that's fulfilling. So I'd encourage you to check out the things we do. Most of our programs are open to students as well as judges and lawyers. And if you're interested in working with us, let us know. You can contact our staff. You can contact us through the website. We try to provide opportunities for people who are interested in the judiciary and interested in studying what judges do and who judges are. And so I'll invite you to do that. And I would like to just once again congratulate you for being here and wish you the best. Thank you.